I have a very simple question to ask, Abhijit. Why is the TMC afraid of Bhawanipur and the by-election there? In as much as, this is Mamata Banerjee's backyard. Her residence is there. She won from there in 2011 by, I think, 57,000 votes. She won again in 2016 by about 28,000 votes. She is, the person to beat. So why on the final day of the campaign have this clash? I mean, does it betray a sense of nervousness? And if at all, why should they be nervous at all?
No, Zaka, I think that's the narrative that the BJP wants to set, that Mamata Banerjee is afraid and nervous. If you ask me personally, I don't think Mamata Banerjee fears that she might lose from Bhawanipur. I think it's going to be a fairly comfortable victory for her. But what this tells us is that the TMC led by Mamata Banerjee has got complete validation of the tactics, the muscling tactics that has been there in Bengal politics for 40-50 years now, since the coming of the communists and later on. So, the victory, the resounding victory has given TMC complete validation that this is how Bengal works, this is how Bengal's politics works, and this is how it is going to be. It is unfortunately, unfortunate that the BJP just keeps on whining about it. If BJP is to win Bengal, BJP has to learn that it has to, it cannot rely on sympathy. It has to build strength. And, nobody in Bengal, this entire violence in Bhawanipur, the whole arm twisting, muscling that the BJP has been complaining about is not because, in my opinion, it is not because TMC is nervous about a defeat, but TMC wants to sort of double down on its entire premise that, listen, if you are against us, if you are not with us, you are against us. And if you are against us, we will make you pay. Let the courts do what they want. Let the NHRC do what they want. Let BJP do what they want.
Okay.
So I think it's a validation, and it's TMC's message in this. I mean, showcase election. It is their message that this is how it's going to be. You are going to, and believe me, there is a fair bit of fear among BJP karyakartas in Bengal. I mean, it is not that they're working freely. I mean, the entire spirit of resistance, etc., of fighting and trying to bring down the TMC government, all that I don't think exists in the way there was after the 2019 elections when BJP got 18 seats.
No, it also perhaps explains why a number of MLAs have shifted from the BJP to the TMC. Exactly. I think they had 77 when the election concluded, and right now they have about 72, 73, if I'm not mistaken. But let me ask Tausif Ahmed Khan, though. I mean, this is a VVIP constituency. This is where Mamata Banerjee's home is. Law and order, of course, is a state subject. It's the state government that controls it. It's the state police that controls it. And yet, the two people who were injured, of course, and Mr. Dilip Ghosh, they were all, brisked away to safety, not by the state police, but by the central police that were accompanying Mr. Ghosh and his convoy. That's number one. Number two, isn't it not in the interests of the state government to show that this by-election passes off peacefully, no violence, so that you're not giving a handle to the BJP to say that, look, it's vitiated. How can you conduct a free and fair election in this kind of atmosphere?
Zaka, this campaigning for this by-election is going on from last more than 2 weeks. So far, no incident, not even any incident of violence or any incident of scuffle reported. Today, it is only after Dilip Ghosh came that this incident came to report. So this points towards the possibility, a very, very, apparent possibility that this was staged. On one side, there were people who were unarmed, no baton, no nothing. They were only sloganeering. They were shouting, "Go back, Dilip Ghosh." And on the other side, we saw security personnel guarding Dilip Ghosh. They were brandishing pistol, automatic weapon, not one, but two. This they tried to send a message. What kind of message? And where this message they are trying to send? In a state where BJP is divided into various houses. BJP workers, BJP leaders. There are quite good number of BJP leaders and workers who are against Dilip Ghosh. They did not want Dilip Ghosh to lead the party, and that was the reason why he has been removed recently.
One second. Let's rewind. Let's rewind a second. One second. No, Tausif, you said that on the one side were unarmed protesters, on the other side they were sloganeering, on the other side there were people brandishing guns. We've got the exact sequence of visuals, and from the visuals it's very clear. It's very clear. These are pictures on camera, ladies and gentlemen. These pictures don't lie. It's very clear that this so-called quote-unquote unarmed group was pushing and shoving Mr. Dilip Ghosh. They were trying to get to him, get past his security, get to him. They were pushing and shoving him. What do you expect his security officers to do when a protectee, their job is to protect this particular person, when the protectee is getting pushed and shoved? What do? What do you expect them to do, Tausif?
Brandishing guns at this, I leave it for the people to judge. Pushing
when a mob attacks a protectee, what is the security officer supposed to do? No, tell me.
Mob attacking protectee.
If the mob is trying to push and shove and reach the protectee, what is the security officer supposed to do? You tell me.
From the last 2 weeks, campaign is going on.
Yes.
And there's a whole list of BJP star campaigners. The contestant, the one who is there,
the candidate, yes,
on
Priyanka,
behalf of BJP candidate, is complaining that where are my star campaigners? Why is Loket Chatterjee not showing up? Why is others not showing up? Why did Dilip Ghosh not showed up in the last 2 weeks?
Okay.
There is a great amount of
Toheen respond. Tausif's point is that you are divided into camps. Mr. Ghosh was the state president. He got that job got taken away from him, and none of the big high-profile folks were campaigning for your candidate in Bhawanipur. That's what Tausif is saying.
Dilip Ghosh, that's none of his business. Dilip Ghosh is the man who has single-handedly fought against TMC's barbarism in the last 6 years. So, it's only understandable how much they hate him, and they wanted to, that's none of your business. You are a dynastic party, we are not. So that, it is understandable how much they hate him. They wanted to eliminate him. I want to remind you